So my idea is to use a bowling game. And basically what I'll be doing is lining up the bowling pins across the floor with the different spellings of there, and there, or two, and two on index cards taped to the bowling pins, and the student will be given a sentence to have to fill in the blank for the proper usage of the word, and they will then take the bowling ball and roll it to the right, or what they think is the correct answer choice. And here is our sentence that is missing the proper usage of the word there. So what the next student in line is going to do is they're going to take their bowling ball and they're going to roll it to the answer that they think is correct, thus knocking it down or bending it inward. I think this is going to be a really good activity for ELLs because English is already such a hard language to wrap their minds around, and the concept of 3 different spellings for theirs and 3 different uses for the theirs, or 3 different spellings and uses for to even, seems like a really difficult thing, and it was super difficult for me, and English is my first and only language. I can't imagine English as a second language student. It's a really fun way to introduce and practice the proper usage of the homophones and spelling, and it's a great way to keep a classroom fun and exciting. It's not a worksheet, it's a game that you can play. You could take turns, you can even have a bowling card out, and a good idea for me was to have fun tests in my class, not just basic on a piece of paper tests, but the bowling pins could serve as even a word bank, and they have a list of questions to go down the line, and they have to fill in the blank. They have all of the words right in front of them. They just have to pick which ones go where. If they get them all right, they get a strike. And I figured it'd be really fun to integrate a lot of games like that in my classroom because it makes them excited to learn. It's not another piece of paper. It's not another thing they have to sit down and listen to. It's not another lecture. It's a game, but it's fun. It's like an app, but better. It's integrated in the classroom. It makes them excited about going to school, and that's a huge thing for me. I want my students to be excited and want to go to school, and I want them to be excited about taking a test and want to take the test or do the activity. Another thing I really like about this method is that there's a lot of usage that comes into it. You don't have to use it for just an activity. It's a game, but you can use it for introducing something, practicing something. You could use it as a group, like a team playing thing, or you could have students just one-on-one in their own time. They can practice it if they want to. You could even use it as a fun form of test taking. Instead of just a piece of paper, they can actually stand up and take the test. Sure, it takes monitoring, but it gets them more engaged. They're more in tune to it, and they're more likely to retain information if it's fun for them rather than just being boring.